Hello everyone, I am Nagavelli Prasad, working in TSRR Center of Excellence Karimnagar as a zoology faculty. My dear students, now I am going to explain you a part of skeletal system, the skull. As you know, our human skeletal system consisting of 206 bones. So broad manner, the total skeletal system is divided into two parts: axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. So skull, vertebral column and thoracic cage, these three togetherly called as axial skeleton, and remaining skeletal parts like pectoral girdle, pelvic girdle and forelimbs, that means hands, and hind limbs, that means legs. These all together called appendicular skeleton. So among all 206 bones, only skull contains 22 bones. The skull region contains 22 bones. Today I am going to explain that what are total 22 bones by which a skull is made up of. So let us start with the lesson, the human skeleton, the skull. I told you skull is made up of 22 bones, in which the skull has divided into two types, two parts. The first, cranial bones. The bones from the forehead to back. This region of bones known as cranial bones. And the bones which makes the face, means this front side bones are known as facial bones. So cranial bones we have 8 and facial bones we have 14. Now I'll explain one and all. The first one, cranial bones. Let's discuss cranial bones first. So I told you cranial bones from forehead to back side. This region is made up of cranial bones, right? And this front region there are 14 bones. These are 14 bones and these are 8 bones. Altogether 22 bones by which skull is made. So first, frontal bone. So this is the frontal bone. This bone is frontal bone. So frontal bone is nothing but forehead and above the orbits. This bone is frontal bone. One bone we have. And the frontal bone is attached to pair of parietal bones. So these, here one and here one, exactly this side and this side. These two are attached to frontal bones. Actually these are immovable bones, which joints are called as fibrous joints. Remember, fibrous joints. I want to tell you there is a joint between frontal bone and parietal bone. This is called as coronal suture. There is a connection, like there is a joint like it appears, but it won't move. It's immovable bones. So fibrous joints, pair of bones which are parietal bones. Clear? Then a pair of temporal bones. This side you are seeing, this side parietal, temporal. These temporal bones are either side of skull. And then occipital bone. This back side bone is called as occipital bone. Single bone we have here. This one. What I want to tell you, see, first one, frontal bones, parietal bones, temporal bones and occipital bones. So these all together we have in cranial bones. So up to here how many completed? 1, 3, 5 and 6. Now there are two bones which are innerly arranged, which these are externally appearing. So the fifth type of bone is a sphenoid bone, single bone, which is middle part of the base of the skull. So this is the skull, right? Base of the skull, middle there is a bone called as sphenoid bone, which is called as keystone bone because which connects all cranial bones. So which generally called as keystone bone. And then one more bone is called as ethmoid bone, which is a middle of anterior part of cranial bone. So this is anterior part, so middle. So innerly arranged one more ethmoid bone. So these all together bones, yet we have cranial bones. So these all together cranial bones. Now let us discuss facial bones, which are 14. First one, nasal bones. There are two nasal bones are there. Here we can expect, we can see these two, a pair of nasal bones. Then maxillae, here upper jaw. So from here to here and here to here. Exactly, you see here from here to here and here to here. This pair of maxillae and zygomatic bone, cheekbone, these are elevated are there, na? So these two. So these two are called as zygomatic bones. And lacrimal bones, which are very smaller bones in among all facial bones. The lacrimal bones above the zygomatic bones and associated to eye. There are there is a pair of bones, lacrimal bones, and palatal bones. As already we know, palatal is a layer which separates nasal chambers to oral cavity. So the palatal also made up of a pair of bones, palatal bones. So above, so here it will be. So next, inferior nasal concave. These are also pair. Two are there. Lateral wall of nasal cavity. So nasal cavity lateral walls are there. So there a pair of nasal concave will be. These also two. And the vomer, a triangle shaped bone present floor of the nasal cavities. So nasal cavity floor is having a bone triangle shape, that is called as vomer inside a nasal cavity floor. And mandible, this is the lower jaw. Okay, lower jaw is nothing but mandible. Strongest and largest bone among all the skull bones is mandible, lower jaw. This is one and only bone which is movable bone, whereas these all bones cannot move all together attached together. So immovable and fibrous joints. This is only the movable joint, that is mandible. Apart from this skull, apart from these 22 bones, the skull has 3 pairs of ear ossicles. Already we have studied ear inside. There are 3 pairs of ossicles, ear ossicles called as malleus, incus, stapes. These 3 pairs of ear ossicles, and one more below the oral cavity or buccal cavity, there is a U-shaped bone there, that is hyoid bone. Is all together a skull is made. Thank you, Ananda.